Hey everybody, Merry Christmas. I am so sorry you haven't seen much of me in a while. There is a lot to talk about. First things first, though. Come here. This is Tetra. She's my kitty now. I got her in the summer, in July. It's her first Christmas with me. Aw, love you too, sweetie. Okay, stop chewing on me now. Anyways, she's been keeping me busy. That's one thing going on. The other, as you might notice, I am in my own new apartment, first and foremost, or second most. I don't know. Words are hard. But yeah, this is technically the basement apartment. It's a whole thing, but yeah, I moved down here during the summer. I got my cat, and I've been working a lot of overtime and extra and everything. On top of that, my camera is pretty much completely dead. I am currently using my phone. My phone hooked up to something my sister and her husband got me, actually. It seems to be working good. It's like a light, and then the phone goes in the middle, and you can record from that. So that seems to be going good. The audio is being recorded. You can probably see I have a lavalier mic now. I've been using that for streaming, actually, and I think it's been working well, so I'm going to start reusing this, too. So all of this I've been saying, I wanted to let you guys know what's happening. Okay. I have two videos that have been on my computer ready to be edited, basically, since May. I recorded two videos immediately back to back, and I just have not been able to get around to record or to finishing editing them because I've been busy and other things have taken priority in my life. Now, I wanted to get on here to let you know I am definitely planning on continuing. I feel bad about leaving you guys in the lurch here, but I am definitely planning on continuing my videos. However, I gotta change a lot of what I was planning. Ultimately, I actually had 15 scripts written. I went a little crazy. I went ahead and wrote a whole bunch of scripts. I had like this whole storyline planned out where basically I'm stuck in the past and everything, and there's like a young me, and I actually really liked the scripts altogether. There were a few issues, though, where I realized, well, at times, honestly, it was becoming less and less about the videos themselves and more about, like, this overarching narrative. And I realized, as much as I love those, and I like writing them, oh, Tetra, you're not supposed to do that. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to make. Not for these kind of videos. Also, by writing everything out, it felt a lot less organic to me. Hang on. Tetra. She's been getting into my, I have bookshelves over here, and she's been, lately she's been trying to get at some of the stuff I have on there. Okay, so I realized a lot of it is just stuff I didn't really want to do, and not the way I wanted to do it. So, again, my camera is kind of... Tetra, no. My camera is basically kind of just kaput. I got to buy a new camera. So, unfortunately, you probably won't see anything until then. I'm planning on finishing the two... Well, okay, I should say this. I'm going to finish the 2 episodes I have on there. Hopefully, at some point, when I get some time. I'm going to finish those, and then I'm going to do... I had 4 videos planned that were going to be for Sonic, actually, for the 30th anniversary. It's obviously kaput now. So I'm going to kind of condense them down and do another... It's going to be a Sonic video, but whatever. It'll be that to finish off this first season, basically, that I had planned. I'm going to do that. And then going forward, I'm going to be doing them. First off, I'm not going to try to do a weekly schedule. That was kind of dumb of me to begin with, but I was able to do it for a little bit, for longer than I expected. So I'm not gonna write out scripts well in advance like I was doing. I'm gonna do them. I will write them in advance, but I'm gonna take everything a little bit more one at a time. It might mean that there's gonna be weeks between videos, maybe once a month or something. I might not even do it for a couple months or something. This is a hobby for me. This is something I like to do for fun, and also that I like to. I hope entertains and lets other people have fun too. And I'm gonna. That's why I want to go forward and doing that. Um, for example, I've been recently playing through Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. So if I'm playing through that, why don't I do a video about that instead of? But the problem was what I was doing was I was like, well, no, because in 3 months I need to do a video like this that corresponds with this thing, and also, it was too much. I can't do it like that. I shouldn't do it like that. So, for 2022, my goal is this. Again, get the 2 videos I got in the editing bay actually done, and finish off of the first season or whatever with one last video, which is gonna have to wait until I get a camera. Probably will have to wait till I get a camera. I might be able to squeeze one more out with that camera. We'll see. But that's my goal right now, is get those done and then start doing other videos, more videos, at a much slower pace and probably a little bit more in line with what I'm thinking or doing. And also, not just video games. I did a little bit because I did like the Resident Evil movies, but I don't want just video games. I've wanted it for a while, but I want to be able to talk about whatever I want to talk about, really. Like, I was watching through all the Godzilla movies. I got them over there. I would love to just talk about Godzilla maybe one day. Just be like, hey, you know what? Hey, let's talk about Godzilla 1998 or something. And I can complain to my heart's content there. I started playing Sonic Unleashed PS2 randomly. But when I was doing that, I was also watching the Sonic OVA. I have that on VHS. So, like, I could talk about that, or comics-wise. I got, well, what's up, Beanie? Good, that's good, by the way, good. Go buy it. But, no, the Mystery Science Theater 3000. I love Mystery Science Theater 3000. I got the comic here. I could talk about that if I wanted to. Well, probably not this one. But my point is, I could talk about comics if I wanted to, because I love comics. I have tons of interests. And, I mean, if you looked around my apartment, I'm not going to show it right now, but there's tons of stuff here that I love. And I want to talk more about all of that. So that's what you can expect from 2022. The last thing I want to say, Tetra, what are you doing? When I do start recording again, she's probably going to be in a lot of things. And that's okay because she's cute. The last thing I wanted to say is there's one last reason why it took me so long. Why it's been taking me so long. And that's because I've been writing books. Just randomly this summer, I'm like, you know what? I've had this story in my head for a while that I really want to tell. I didn't really have a way to tell it. Like, I was kind of telling it in a couple other ways. And I even thought about incorporating it into the videos somehow. And then I'm like, that's not how I should do it. I should approach it as its own separate thing. And what is the best way to tell this story? I'm looking and I'm like, you know what? The best way to tell this story is through books. Like, this needs to be a trilogy of books, basically. Not like big books, but so that's what I've been working on. Actually, I have the first book completely written. In the second book, I actually just finished the second book. 2 days ago. I got 2 books completely written. I then decided I want to write a prequel book for it, just to help set the stage or whatever. Though it's so basically my 4 books of my trilogy. I've already started that prequel book. I'm going to write the prequel book and then I'm going to do the third one. That's taking a whole bunch of my time. I'm very proud of what I'm doing with them, though. I'm able to really explore stories more. I honestly thought I was always kind of a terrible writer. Not necessarily like my ability wise, but like my patience wise. But I've found a way to do it, and I'm kind of proud of what I've been able to put out. So hopefully, once I have everything finished, I'll send it to an actual publisher. Probably, I'll probably send them around to a few actual publishers just in case. I mean, if they're interested, hey, cool, we can talk. If none of them seem interested, or they're like, well, hey, we like this, but can you change this? I might just be like, nah, that's cool, and I'll just put it out on, like Amazon or something, like self-publish it. I mean, I want to finish it. I want to tell the story, and I want to put it out there. And if people like it, that's great. That's my goal ultimately. Is I want to make people happy. That's honestly pretty much been my goal in life. I like making other people happy. Telling stories to entertain, or like just talking about things I love or that I don't love. I had a good time talking about the Resident Evil movies and stuff, despite the fact that I hate them. That does lead, though, to the elephant in the room of sorts, which, unfortunately, I do have to discuss as one last thing before we leave. That's the cast of characters, if you will. Obviously, I'm still here, of course, and so is Scooter. Hi, Scooter. He's not on, because he scares Tetra. Tetra's here, she's new. She'll probably be a character. But the two other big ones, not Paul W.S. Anderson, of course, Will. I have not talked to him in a while. He's a friend of my brother's, and so by default, he was like a friend of mine. And he was staying over a lot and everything. Long story situation. He's no longer here. And again, I've not talked to him since he moved out or whatever. We're no longer working together either, because he was working too. So at this point, I feel very awkward asking him to. I don't like talking to people. I feel very awkward just like being like, hey, I haven't talked to you and whatever. Can you come over so you can film stuff with me? I mean, I just don't feel right doing that. So unfortunately, despite the opening, I have to change the opening probably, but. Unfortunately, not really going to see Will probably again. If there's a situation where I get to see him again and talk, and then kind of bring up a couple of ideas, like because there are some ideas where I really want to bring back Paul W.S. Anderson, or not Paul W.S. Anderson. Specifically, if you've seen the new Resident Evil movie, that is dying for me to bring back not Paul W.S. Anderson. If I get a situation where I can talk to him and ask him, I will do it. Unfortunately, though, as of this time, it seems like he is retired as a character. And unfortunately, that's also true of EB, my brother. Now, I did record stuff for him, and it's easier to get him to ask him to record stuff, but he does not. He was always never all that interested in being in the videos. I love him in the videos. I think he's hilarious. I think me and him especially can play off each other well. But he didn't like appearing in front of the camera for some reason. I could get him to do voice recordings a lot easier. But even then, he's moved out. He moved out. When I moved down here, he moved out. And he doesn't want to be in them anymore, really. I do have a proper send-off for him. Well, I'm going to record a proper send-off for him eventually. But he will be in like the next 3 videos at the very least, and hopefully 4th. Actually, I do want to bring him like when I start the season 2 or whatever. I do want to just give the proper closure to him because again, he's my brother. I mean, I feel like I got to give proper closure for my brother as a character. Now that being said. I have a couple ideas for other characters or whatever. I don't know yet, though. There's some things that are up in the air. But at the very least, you'll have me. I'm sorry. And Scooter will be there. Right, Scooter? He's still off. And Tetra, who is licking herself. Does it taste good, Tetra? Anyways, that's pretty much all the updates. I will hopefully get this actually edited and out by the end of today. It just turned Christmas right now. That's why I'm in my pajamas with my robe. It's nice being down here, though. Anyways, I hope you guys, if you celebrate Christmas, have a wonderful Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, happy Saturday. What's that? Thursday? Saturday. What on earth? But guys, yeah, thank you very much. And hopefully I'll get this stuff done soon. But remember, guys, be excellent to each other.